the end of the stream. Let me put my glasses on. You guys should know what time it is. Whew, where's my theme music? Whenever this music is playing, is now. I got my glasses on. It's time to get serious. We gonna talk about the things that aren't talked about. Things that, you know, if somebody needs to listen out there, we gonna talk about them. Today's topic. Damn, my breath still stinks. Oh my gosh. Today's topic. Why it's never too late to start anything. I think it's never too late to start anything in life. If you want to go and get something, go get it. I'm always the optimistic type of person. I have a lot of friends that are more pessimistic in life, but that's okay. You need that too. You know, you need the people that are gonna, I guess, tell you the real. But I don't know. I like to be a little delulu. I think you need that in life. Just a little delulu here and there. Yeah. I think, but from my personal understanding, I made a different category. There's people that are delulu, and there's people what I call delulu. Okay? There's a difference. You could be delulu in life, right? You can, you could imagine yourself in a year and from now being a big content creator or having $1 million in 2 year span, right? I'm gonna be a millionaire at 30, right? That's okay. That's okay, right? You know, with the right plans, right steps, like, you know, it's gonna be a long time or it's gonna take a while, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Be a little delulu. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Delulu. That's beyond delulu. That's somebody that has put in zero effort, zero work, and expect like 180, 360 the next day or something. Like somebody, for example, that would be like, man, I'm gonna have 1 million subscribers next week. And he hasn't posted a single video. He has no plan, no steps, no nothing. That's like delulu. Those are people that I'm like, I don't know about that, bro. You know, you gotta have a little delulu is okay. Delulu, that's when things get dicey. That's when things get like, that to me is unrealistic. But some people like to call delulu people unrealistic. No, that's not. You gotta have a little manifestation, a little faith, a little power belief in something. That's what I believe, at least. Delulu is just like, you expect it to be like this, like, that's not how it goes, buddy. I'm sorry to break it to you. Right? But anyways, right, I'm getting a little off topic. Today we're going to talk about why it's never too late to start anything in life. So, we're going to look up a video, and we're just going to talk about it as we go. So let's see here. Why it's never too late to start something.
Your life. You can become who you want to be. You can start any career, really at any time. And the other thing is that if you don't do something by age 30, you'll never be able to do it for the rest of your life. That I believed forever, except for the fact that it's been disproven by things I've been able to do.
Low key, I would think that too, honestly. I feel, I'm gonna be real, I think after 30, I don't know what 30-year-old me would look like. Hopefully I'm still here. Actually, not hopefully. I will be doing this stuff by the time I'm 30. Maybe I'll just have kids. Maybe pop out 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying? But I feel once you're like in your 30s or so, it's more so, I feel the 20s are kind of like finding the avenues, and by the time you're 30s, hopefully you would have an avenue by then. Hopefully you would have some sort of career or goal, right? But I'm guessing that he's about to break it down like, you know, that's not the case. Because what if you are someone that's 30 and you still haven't figured it out? Is that bad? You know what I mean? Like, is that entirely bad? Obviously, I mean, in society, right? If you think of like a 30-year-old still living in his mama's basement, it's like, okay, bro, like, what are you doing? which is like low-key valid. Like, bro, like, yeah, what are you doing? Hopefully you're doing something, right? It doesn't have to be like, maybe that might be your actual, like, what was I saying? Hopefully you be employed. That's what I'm just trying to say, bro. You know, because, like, nobody wants to be old and, like, still living with their parents, and, you know, they're getting old too. So, like, now they're on their last legs, and you're on your fresh legs, and, you know, but you can still do anything. You just run. Just keep running.
Learn after 30. As an experiment, I tried yesterday to do a 1-minute synopsis of my life. Like, what are the high points of it? And I couldn't really do it in 1 minute. I timed it. It came out like a minute 4, minute 5. I was going to try to do this as a short, but I'm 62, so there's a lot of little things. I think we're...
A minute? Let me see a minute. A minute? Synopsis of my life? Shoot, what is the high synopsis? What does it even say? What does synopsis mean? A brief summary of general survey or something. Okay. Oh, okay. So just a summary of my life. Alright. Restart. A quick synopsis of my life. I am a 20-year-old that has started a podcast. I'm a podcaster. I'm an editor. I've made videos. YouTuber. Right? I have won awards. I've won awards in basketball. I won school awards. Shoot, that's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. 13 seconds left. I'm a son. Hey, I'm a good brother. I got 2 god kids. I got 2 godchildren. Yeah. Timer. Okay then. I find that something. That's gotta be pretty high. Alright, you can stop.
When I was 14, I broke my ankle and I started playing the guitar during the summer of that year, right before 9th grade. That was a pivotal thing. Before that, I was a bad student. After that, I was a bad student. I was always a bad student. When I was 18, I auditioned at 2 music schools and did not get into either of them. So I went as a history major to one of the schools for Illinois State University, and soon after, meaning the next semester in 1980, I re-auditioned at Ithaca College and I got in as a guitar major.
Hey, see, that's not bad. That's not bad. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, for school, bruh, like, even for me, like, myself, like, I didn't get accepted to the top schools that I wanted to get into. Like, my number one school, actually, everybody in my family knows, was USC. That's been my number one since day one. Look, I've been telling everybody, yeah, USC. It was almost like, bro, by the time we was telling everybody, especially my mom, it's almost like I was already in, right? She's telling everybody, like, oh, yeah, Niall's going to USC next semester. I'm like, once I picked it up, I'm like, whoa, hey, we're not in yet. You know what I'm saying? But, like, hope, you know what I mean? But I didn't even get accepted there. And I had multiple cousins and family that went there. And there was, like, a good amount of Habashas that went there, too. Like, a good amount of Eritreans. But even I didn't get accepted into it. You know? So I think everyone has their rock, I don't even say rock bottoms, but just rocks in the road. Bro, when it comes to school, anybody that's in school right now, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, of course, be a great student. I was a good student. But I just always told myself, especially if it was a test that I just knew, hey man, fuck it. Or not even just that. If it was a test that I knew, I'm like, alright, this is gonna be a hard ass test. Right? I always tell myself, and I want you guys to listen to me. Always tell yourself, if someone's in school right now, if you guys are in school right now, before you take any test, what I tell myself every time is this test will not define my success. And that's it. I'm telling you, that's it. You tell yourself that every time you take a test, anywhere you go, whether you're in school or out of school, when you say that, it's like, oh yeah, I'm still living. I'm still good. What? You still good, bruh. No matter what. This test will not define my success. This test will not define my success. You say that over again, you're like, man, fucking we ball, bruh. Fuck, look like stressing over a test. Who's stressing on a test? Not me. I even got accepted to Atlanta, Which low key, I was really thinking of going to Atlanta. But I made some decisions, and I think I'm just more of a California guy. I always wanted to go to LA. I told my friends I want to go to LA. It's kind of like placing the pudding. So not fingers crossed. I'm most likely gonna get in. I'm applying to Long Beach State, so that way I could go move to LA hopefully next year. So yeah, but shout out Atlanta. Atlanta is literally black heaven. I'm not even joking.
I bust tables at the University of Denver. This is after I was a college professor. I bartended on a boat in New York City where I made margaritas for Jimmy Buffett. I worked at Blockbuster Music here in Atlanta wearing that blue polyester shirt. And then I taught 12,000 lessons over 5 years at a local music. At age 35, I started my first band. At age 36,
35? 35? Damn. Maybe it is never too late. Now, mind you, he doesn't have any kids. You know, like, I'm guessing he's just rocking solo. You know what I mean? So, it kind of, I mean, it is what it is. But, like, that's still, like, wow, that's good. Honestly, I would want to apply that. Like, by the time I'm 35, how I would think is, like, okay, if I don't have anything, I'm like, damn. You're like, damn, like, 35? 35? I mean, damn, maybe it's just because, like, everyone thinks that, like, once you're past, like, 20-something, you're unk. 35 is still young. My brain is so rotted from TikTok that I'm thinking 35 is damn near, I mean, it is unk, but it's like, bro, you're old. Nah, you're not even halfway through the life. You know what I mean? You're halfway of halfway. My math is off somewhere. A little more than halfway. Damn, 35 started a band.
Got signed, and at age 37, we got dropped. That's the year that
Damn, wait. I was just celebrating. You just got dropped? Shit, bro.
Producing. I didn't know anything about any of this gear or none of these things. At age 41, I had my first platinum record as a...
What? Yo! Platinum? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep the butt. I'm like, damn, this guy's at 35. Like, shoot, bro. Like, damn, did he do anything? Is it just like a regular band? Like, nah, this nigga actually hard. This nigga actually hard. And look, it says Atlantic Records, too. No, you could read it. Wait, let me see. Hold on, turn off the... Look, read. Presented to Rick Beater, 1 million copies. Atlantic Records, compact disc, Leave a Whisper. We finna listen to that right now. Wait a minute. What? Hold on. Leave a Whisper. Is it by this? Wait, hold on. Is it by Sean? No way. Wow! What? This nigga actually hard. I'm not even wait, hold on. I'm not even a rock guy. He's actually hard. Hey, shout out to bro. Hey, if this don't inspire you, what? Gang, I'm what?
Producer. At 44, I married my wife Nina.
And she bad as hell. What? Oh my gosh. She a badass white woman. She one of those white women. I could tell she one of the white gals that I'm telling you, she could be 67. She'll look the exact same. I'm telling you. I've seen them. Sometimes, you know, black don't crack. But some white women, hey, they got it too. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them do not crack. I have some friends, moms, and grandmas, and I'm like, damn, Cheryl. Okay then, Cheryl.
You need to do things before you're 30 because that's when you're able to really learn. Because when I was 54, I started on YouTube, and YouTube didn't even start until 2006, but people didn't even have music YouTube channels until about 2010 or so. The thing that I'm doing now didn't even exist. I had never owned a camera. I didn't know how to edit video. I didn't know anything about social media, about how to post things. I didn't understand any of these platforms. I was an old guy, but I was able to learn it because the most important thing that I had no idea that I was pretty good at, I think, is telling stories. Now, I could play all these
I ain't gonna lie. He got me hooked. I ain't gonna lie. He's actually pretty good.
different genres of music. I'm an expert in classical music. I'm an expert in jazz. I'm an expert in rock and pop music. I know how to engineer. I know how to mix. I know all the gear in the control room. I understand all of that. But the ability to tell a story is something that I had no idea of, and I think I'm starting to get good at it. So the idea that you have to do things when you're young is not true.
Wait, that was the wrong sound. I pressed the wrong sound. That was actually really insightful. Damn, I guess it's really never too late to do really, anything. I always have that little, I guess, the typical, seeing on social media, just everything's just right in your face. Oh my, I could go on Instagram right now. I could go on Instagram right now, and it could just be something that's like, damn, I don't have that. Ah, man. I have that little feeling that's just to get everything done, especially when you see, all successful people, oh wait, this streamer is 22 and he's this big and this guy's only 21 and what? And I'm like, damn, it really hit me when obviously my dream was basketball and I started watching the draft and some of these guys were my age or younger getting drafted. That literally messes you up. Especially somebody that's actually had hoop dreams, but I think I'm getting to the point that everyone just has a path, man. Everyone has even whoever's watching right now, you have a path too. Everyone has their own guides and steps. It just takes time, and I am not a patient guy, as so much a lot of other people. I think it's just really patience. Right? We post a video, we want instant likes. Right? We post a song, we want hits already. And shouts to people that did get it, Their cards were right. Doesn't mean your cards are wrong. You should keep playing the game. That's really all it is. It's just the game of life. I sound so philosophical. But seriously though. If I don't actively ingest this in my brain, I'm just gonna keep on this wheel of just even this stream right now. I don't even know who's watching right now. I genuinely don't even know. Nor do I really care, cause it's just my path. Next year it's gonna be different. Next year it is. It really is. I'm on my own path, and so is anyone watching. Man.